What is going on, everybody out there? Fascinating graveyard today here in this lovely neighborhood in Los Feliz, however you want to pronounce it. So this is a prototypical example of a story that I don't like doing because I just don't care for overdone stories such as this one. Yes, a horrible murder did take place here on December 6th, 1959. It was a 50-year-old doctor, Harold Perelson. He killed his wife, Lillian. She was 43 years of age. This is a story that has been told over and over and over and over and over and over again. I told myself I was not going to come out here to do the story because it's just been told so many times. I just tend to really ignore stories such as this, but it is an interesting case because this house, which, a man, a doctor, a cardiologist, pretty successful in his own right. At the time of the murders, the family had only been living here for about 2 years. So they had two kids, an 18-year-old girl, Judy, 13-year-old Joel, and 11-year-old Debbie. So on that night, Dr. Perelson, for some unknown reason or another, he decides to wake up in the middle of the night and bash in the brains of his wife. And in the story, one of the daughters, I think the oldest, she wakes up because she hears a ruckus and she realizes what's happening, and she comes running out of this house screaming towards one of the neighbors that her dad is actually just going insane. And so after the murder took place, the doctor, he just went ahead and calmly just went to lie by his wife's bedside, and then he took some poison, and then he was dead too. Not normally the way I tell a story. It's just there's nothing I could really add to this story. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of people come up here and do this story is because after the house after the family, the parents died, the kids, they just disappeared. So nobody knows whatever happens to them. And later on, somebody came and bought the house. And for the next 50, 60 years, it's basically just been totally empty. Currently, it's on the market right now for about $3.6 million, which you're basically buying the land that it sits on, because from what I've read online, this house is a teardown. The cost that it's gonna be to get this house up to code, because remember, this house might have been built in the 1920s or something. I don't remember. Some stories I do a little bit more research than others. This one, not terribly much, but I find it interesting that this house is so, just to get it up to code, I think you might as well just go ahead and knock it down and build something that you want. So whoever buys this home that is being sold through the Oppenheim Group, you're going to be spending a lot of money to fix this house, and it's probably not worth it. And you've had a lot of people throughout the years, like myself included, coming up here doing videos. Now you see that there's razor wire all along the fence line. It's because people have came in there, and you can kind of see up in the windows right there, you can kind of see some graffiti. So people have broken into the home and basically, kind of trashed the place, made it a clubhouse, have done whatever things they want to in this house. And you probably have looky-loos like myself coming to this neighborhood, which it's on a dead-end street. So I'm sure the neighbors are already used to creeps like me coming over there and just doing whatever nonsense videos about this house. So the people that ended up buying that home was Julian and Emily Enriquez. So they bought the home, but they never really moved in. So some of the family's possessions, I guess whatever family that came to get the kids, whatever stuff that they didn't take, they just basically left in the home. You would see like canned goods, the family's old television, stupid channels that want to make everything into a ghost story. Said that there was like a Christmas tree with presents still under the tree because this murder did occur about 3 weeks before. Christmas. So they never moved in. I don't know why. I don't even know why they bought it. And then later on, after they passed, their son, Rudy, he was their only son from what I remember. So he took possession of the home. And I don't know what the hell the Enriquez family does for a living. I guess they got cash to burn, baby, because all they did was use that house as a storage unit. Now, the neighbors would say that they would come back. He would come back on occasion, basically to feed some cats that lived in the house or something along those lines. This story has been told over and over so many freaking times. I mean, we don't really know what is what and what's reality. All we know is that a man did kill his wife. I'm surprised he didn't kill the kids. I mean, this guy was insane. Now, the question is, why did this guy murder his wife and then take his own life? I mean, 3 kids, beautiful wife, nice family life, cool house. What the hell was he thinking? So ultimately, the question remains, why did Dr. Harold Perelson murder his wife and then decide to take his own life? The only thing I can find online is the same reason that anybody who has touched on this matter has seen with their own very eyes as well. And that's something to do with an invention, something to do with maybe a special type of syringe or maybe a delivery system that one would deliver medicine intravenously into somebody. It looks like a partner has screwed him out of a lot of money, and it made him go haywire and ape crazy and all that stuff. And he decided to do what he did at the cost of his wife's life. This is the final resting place of the Perelsons. That's the killer right there. And his victim, his wife. Oddly enough, the people at the office, when I was looking for this grave, usually I like to look for it, but I'm kind of in a hurry because I'm technically leaving town right after I'm done with this video. I just got to go back to my house and grab a couple things and wait for traffic to die down and leave. But yeah, they didn't know who he was, so that worked out for me because I didn't want them to think that maybe I'm some YouTube weirdo, which I am, doing a story, which I am. So. But nonetheless, rest in peace to Lillian Perelson, the doctor. Not so much. Not so much. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to go visit a couple of graves here. Catch up with you on the next video. Peace out.